shit, yeah.
So
We had them for ages.
yeah. So this one's, they're very quiet. They've got something sneaky going on.
Can't wait to see what's cooking.
I know. Hopefully they do amplify it again.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Tam.
Hi, I'm Mandy.
Sorry for us sitting here shit talk. Well, not shit talking, but just gas bagging.
That's what we do.
I know. How have you been?
I've been
Busy.
yeah.
You've
So
been very busy this week.
it's kind of been like I don't even know how to describe my week. It's been insane. Had a car breakdown, mobile mechanic couldn't fix it, had to call the tow truck. The plumbing
of the house.
It was one thing after another this week.
Yeah.
But on Sunday night, I went to dinner at my family-in-law's, and after dinner, my nieces and nephews put on a little performance. It was super cute. So they're all like under the age of, I'm going to say 7.
Oh, so they're all young.
So they're all little kids.
Okay.
And they did like little dance and sing-alongs to Taylor Swift and the Minions, and I'm pretty sure it was Zootopia. It was so professional. We had little tickets, and mine says Medi ticket because they didn't know how to spell my name, but that's super flippin' adorable.
So cute.
And we all sat on the lounge and watched them dance and jump around, and even the youngest, who's like, I'm going to say 2 now.
Really?
He's getting in and dancing and showing the older kids how to do it, and it was the sweetest thing. I was absolutely in love. My jaw hurt from grinning so much, and my hands are...
That's so cute.
Continuously clapping. It was kind of the highlight of my entire crappy week. So
yeah,
thank you to my in-laws and my little nieces and nephews, who are just the cutest things in the whole world. You've made my whole week.
That's so fun. I wish that you took photos or like videos or something and sent them to me.
I think I have photos of videos from Christmases.
Yeah. That would be so stinking cute.
What about you? How's your week and weekend been?
Do you want the honest truth, or do you want me to kind of...
surprise me?
I mean, my week's been all right. Last week I had my induction for my course.
Solid.
Which starts next Thursday in youth work. So I'm going to be a youth worker, which is really cool. I'm excited. And then the weekend came, and
it was interesting, to say the least.
It was very interesting. I don't even know how to explain it. Dicks be dickin'.
Yeah.
Wankers be wankin'.
That's my favourite saying now.
Dicks be dickin'. Yeah. Wankers be wankin'. No, it was all right. It wasn't really anything to
write home about.
Dicks be dickin', wankers be wankin'.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything specific you've been listening to this week?
Oh, well, getting ready for radio. Which I mentioned before, I've now been accepted to be a member of the Triple B FM Barossa radio station. I will be tuning in. Yes. I'll be hosting a show starting once a month every Sunday afternoon. Mm-hmm. So I've written out a list of bands that I have on my Spotify.
Yeah.
And me and my kids have made a game out of it. We just go through the list, we pick whatever band is on the list, and I pick one of my favourite songs.
Yeah, sort of similar to our Spin the Wheel.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be really cool.
So
and to get the kids involved.
Oh, absolutely. Kids love it. The kids love it. So recently we've been playing a lot of Dio, of course. What else have we had? We've had some Delane, Ad Infinitum.
Okay.
Visions of Atlantis. So just some real random stuff. I mean, yeah, I think even on the bus ride up here, I was listening to Ad Infinitum because I'm obsessed with their music right now. I'm really loving it. It's not what I expected. I heard one song and I was like, that can't be right. And then I listened to the rest and I was like, oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm obsessed with them. That's my go-to this week.
Nice. I've actually swapped it up a little bit.
Oh.
So in the last episode, we were talking about Australian bands that people should know about. And one of the bands is a friend's band called The Last Martyr. And we were saying in the podcast how they've been really quiet and they haven't been posting anything, how even Monica's been really quiet on socials. And I think it was like 2 days later.
Yeah.
2 days, no, it was a couple of days after we released the
that's
podcast, they announced that they're disbanding.
Yeah.
I nearly cried. I actually nearly cried. I seen the post and I'm like, no.
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah, so I've actually been listening to a lot of The Last Martyr the past week.
That makes sense.
Well, I've actually been listening to 3, so which is really rare for me because it's usually one at a time. Like, thanks ADHD, I just hyper focus on one band. It's been a bit of a mix of Wage War, The Last Martyr, and Dayseeker released or announced that they're coming back to Australia. And they're bringing along Jutes, which is another American. I don't know if he's a band or if he's a solo artist.
Okay, I can't say I've actually heard any of his stuff.
I think you would have heard one of his songs. It's been like everywhere. But I've been listening a lot between The Last Martyr and Jutes, and with a bit of Wage War in between to get ready for their show in the next couple of weeks. Which
they're coming so soon.
I know. There's like under 150 tickets left, but VIP hasn't sold out yet. No.
You might have me there.
I'm going. I've got VIP. So for this week's episode, the topic is going to be festivals.
Yeah.
As we were talking before about Froth and Fury, we thought, why not discuss festivals, which is going to be really exciting.
Yeah, there's a huge range to cover.
I love a good festival.
Yeah.
It's
like soul melding.
It is. And like, as much as I love going to concerts, I love festivals because not only is there a bigger variety of music, but there's a bigger variety of everything.
Absolutely.
Like people, I've seen people at shows like Froth and Fury last year. I've seen people I hadn't seen for years, you know, and remember at Froth and Fury this year,
yes,
my friend Seb, I've known Seb for, I want to say, getting close to like 8 years. His partner Beck come running up behind me and like gave me a big hug, and she's like, I'm like, what? And she's like, we just got engaged.
Yes, and it was so sweet.
And it was so sweet. He proposed to her during, it was a band. Yeah. There was a band playing and he proposed during it because she was dancing, having fun, and then she turns around, he's on one knee and she's like dancing, not realising what he's doing, and then she goes, oh fuck.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was because it happened right in front of me too. Yeah. I was right there.
I can't remember who it was. Sorry, Beck. Sorry, Seb.
We do love you.
Yeah, and I hadn't seen Seb in years, like, you know, apart from at a few shows.
Yeah.
But we used to be really close. We used to catch up all the time. And Tom from Sienna Skies was there as well.
Yeah, that was awesome. I loved running into him.
Seeing him.
He noticed me before I noticed him.
Yeah. He was crowd surfing a few times and jumping up and having a good old time.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Seeing people seeing band members outside of their own shows.
Yeah.
Whether they're a supporting act or a headline or whatever. But it was really cool seeing him at Froth and Fury as a punter having a fucking good time.
Yeah.
I just loved it. And like even other band members, like I know so many, there's so many going through my head right now. I see a lot of band members from other bands at tons of different shows, but they're all usually Adelaide-based bands.
Yeah.
I don't normally see bands from other states coming to Adelaide for a different show.
Yeah.
So seeing him there at Froth was really bloody
It was awesome.
It was so good. Now, the first thing that I want to discuss, the first music festival that you ever went to.
Well, this one kind of covers both topic 1 and topic 2.
Okay.
So my first music festival was I'm Not a Burden.
Are you serious?
Dead
That
set.
was your first?
That was my first one, and that was what, 23?
3.
Yeah, 2023. That was my first ever festival. And
that was at Adelaide Uni Bar.
Yeah.
That was the first time they ever did I'm Not a Burden. Michael, he did it for mental health. He did it, I think the first one was for men's mental health from memory.
Yeah.
Like Beyond Blue.
Yeah.
They did a lot. They basically, not so much the profits, but you could donate, and it was all for men's, I'm pretty sure it was men's mental health, which is a massive thing.
Absolutely.
And that's why I think he called it I'm Not a Burden. And he did give us a bit of a story about himself, his upbringing and why he started the I'm Not a Burden. And it was amazing. I can't remember it because it was like 3 years ago. But it was incredible.
It was so good. Like,
it was all smaller band. I think the biggest band that they had that night was probably Nicolas Cage Fighter, or I think it's called.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest band.
I think that was probably the biggest band.
Yeah.
It was all mostly smaller Adelaide bands, but it was fun.
It was heaps of fun. Like, I come across a lot of different types of music I'd never really listened to.
Yeah.
Like, back then I was never into the whole deathcore screaming, like, you know. And then it's just like my favourite thing. I love it. I live for it. But, you know, I came out of there and, you know, I went to support a friend's band as well, Shatterbrain.
Yes, Tom.
So I went there and supported
We
his
know
band.
so many Toms.
I know
so many. If your name's Tom, we're sorry, but fuck. So many Toms.
Just stop it.
Stop the Toms.
But yeah, no, that was my first festival, and I was actually pretty happy that it wasn't so
massive.
Yeah, it wasn't massive. Like, I wasn't entirely massively overwhelmed. I mean, I was a little anxious, but
there was
that's being
outside
the
people
house
there, but it wasn't like a huge venue. Like, it wasn't Froth and Fury. It wasn't big day out size. You know, it wasn't.
And it was my first time at the uni bar.
And it was okay.
So yeah.
And they had they had all different stuff. They had like the music outside on the stage. They had wrestling, I think, was inside that year.
I think so, yeah.
The last one, they had the wrestling outside.
Yeah. The tattooing.
They had the tattooing and all that inside.
Inside, outside stage.
Yeah.
They had that food truck.
Oh, that first year.
So good.
I can't remember the name of it. If you went to the I'm Not a Burden in 2023 and you know the name of this food truck, please let us know. You got like hot chips, but she put I think it was you could get lamb or chicken or something, and then she put cheese over it and like a salsa or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but oh my god, it was so delicious. I still look at that photo and I go,
yummy.
Yummy. I want some more, and I really need to sneeze again. My hay fever's been so bad today. I sound sick, but I promise I'm not. It's just allergies and sleeping with the air conditioner on, right? My first festival was Soundwave in 2015.
I'm so mad I never went to a Soundwave.
It
was such a baby.
The last one, and it was over 2 days. It was on a Saturday, Sunday in Benithan Park. And from memory, it was in March. Both days were 40 degrees.
What?
It was horrible. The weather was horrible. The festival was great. The weather was horrible. They had these things that you could walk to, not so much a spray tent like they had at Froth this year, but they just had these things that you could walk through that had like little spray things of water. It helped. It helped keep us cool. And the fact that I got to see, oh my God, Lamb of God. I got to see Hollywood Undead for the first time.
That would have been cool. I love Hollywood Undead.
They were pretty much playing, because when we walked in, there was a stage to the left, and then there was 4 stages. There was a stage to the left, you walk around, there was a stage to the right, you could walk back, and then they had the 2 main stages next to each other. And as we walked in, Hollywood Undead were playing on the stage on the left, and I was like, these guys are really good. Oh, they're wearing masks. Let's go have a fucking look. Not thinking, you know, anything about it. And then I was like, Hollywood Undead, these guys are really cool. And now I'm like, holy shit, Hollywood Undead are amazing.
I love them.
And I got to see Soundgarden.
Oh, I'm so mad about
before Chris died.
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson played, Apocalyptica played, the
no
instrumental
shit. I love them.
They played. Now you're taking me back. Slipknot, Faith No More, Marilyn Manson, Steel Panther.
Love them.
Godsmack.
No.
And I was fairly close, and Sully Erna, I'm pretty sure it was during Godsmack, started climbing up the side of the thing. I have photos and videos on my old Facebook. I'll have to try and find them, and I'll download them and I'll show you. It was such a good time. But there was a few times I was like, I need to sit down, I'm going to pass out.
Yeah.
Like, bottles of drink were like $5, $6, and that was back in 2015.
Yeah.
Like, you get like a little cup of like beer that was like $7, you know? It was ridiculous, but we got to see so many bands over the 2 days. I was up close for both. Faith No More were the headliner on the Saturday night, and then Slipknot were the headliner on Sunday night. Yeah. And I was like 4 rows back both nights for both of them.
Nice.
It was amazing.
That is awesome.
And I don't know if I told you this, but there was one part during Slipknot that, because Corey would come out with a bottle of water and he'd drink it and throw it in the crowd. The guy that I was with, one of my friends at the time, he caught it because he was like fucking 6'7". He caught it and he gave it to me, and I didn't think anything of it, so I just drank the rest of the water. And then he's like, that was the bottle Corey threw, and I went, whoop, between the boobs.
That's fine.
I still have it to this day.
That's
still
cool.
Have it. I've got the bottle that Corey Taylor threw to us. And in one of I can't remember what song it was, but it's on YouTube. You can see him throwing it into at us. I don't know if you can see my friend catch it or not, but you can see him throwing it at us.
That is so cool. That is epic. I love that.
It was so good. And our first festival together was actually I'm Not a Burden 2023.
Yeah. I can't believe that.
It was a good day and a good night.
Yeah.
I think it was in like October from memory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think it was October.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it wasn't hot. It was warm.
Yeah. And it was like the third thing we ever went to together. So.
Because we met at Patient 67, and then we went to Pierce the Vale, and we were in line for like several hours. And then we went to I'm Not a Burden, and then we went to Froth and Fury. Well, I met you at Froth and Fury. You were with an old friend of yours that we won't talk about.
I mean, oops.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying nothing. So we went to like 2 festivals together within the space, because I'm pretty sure Froth and Fury was like a month or 2.
Yeah, because that was in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was pretty close together.
They were close. I reckon it was October for I'm Not a Burden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a good day.
So good.
And we had fun.
Yeah.
I'm Not a Burden. I think that year I only brought 1 T-shirt, which was the festival one.
Yeah, I think I did the same.
Because I only had one.
Yeah. They only had the one design that year. Otherwise, it was all the other band.
And that was the year. Was that the year that we took the fans, or was that the second year?
That was the second year.
Okay. We took these you get like these little fans that you can put a water bottle, like container on the bottom, and then you can spray yourself. And we had those, and we were spraying ourselves all day because it was so fucking
It was warm.
They did the second one in January, and it was so hot. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Absolutely.
Now, festival comparisons. We want to talk a bit about festivals in general, whether it's a different genre to metal, whatever, but we want to talk about things like the size. So what we personally think of a small festival compared to a large festival. So say, because you haven't really been to many, and neither have I, honestly, I've only been to Froth and Fury, I'm Not a Burden, and Soundwave. Soundwave, Yeah, I want to say Soundwave was bigger than Froth and Fury this year. I reckon Froth and Fury will get there over the next couple of years.
Yeah.
But let's just say I'm not a burden because it was relatively small.
Yeah.
Compared to a bigger festival that you've gone to. And I know that you've gone to a country festival as well.
Yeah.
Was that big or?
It was massive. It was
really,
yeah,
like bigger than Froth.
Think of Froth times 2 or 3. It was huge.
Okay, so I'm not a burden compared to what was it called?
Riding Hearts Festival, and it was over in Sydney. I took my husband to Sydney for the festival because he loves Cooper Allen.
Is that when you surprised him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a good wife. Wife material. So yeah, I surprised him with it and was like, "Hey, we're gonna go see Cooper Allen," because I kind of like Cooper Allen too. He's a bit of a funny guy in his music, and you know, he started off just on the TikTok as making like spoofs and stuff, and then
really
people liked it so much he became huge. So he was like, he was the headliner for the festival, and it was amazing.
I've only heard like maybe 1 or 2 songs of his. Like, even though I don't mind some country, I'm not like your husband. I'm not mad about
it. The song my husband and I did our first dance to at the wedding.
Yeah,
that was Cooper Allen.
I know that one. That's one of the ones I know.
I wanted Motionless in White, but I had to compromise.
It would have been cool if you could do like a mix of Motionless in White.
It would have been cool, but it would have done my head in. I hate mashups.
Yeah, true. Depends on the songs at the moment.
Yeah.
Depends.
But yeah, like, I do have to say, in my experience, after being at Riding Hearts, country festivals go hard.
Really?
Like, oh my gosh, I thought Froth was like mental, insane, just people everywhere. Like, nah, us metalheads, we got nothing on those country people.
Really?
They are insane. They're drunker than I don't mean this in like
a bad way.
Yeah, I'm not being like derogatory or anything, but this is my experience. Drunker than skunks. I mean, you've seen the outfits that some of the women wear to bloody metal festivals.
Yeah, I could only imagine what it's like at country.
Yeah,
like literally leaves nothing to the imagination.
I've seen so much butt flap in my life. I never want to see another butt in my life. Like, I've never seen so much cheek hang out of shorts before. It was kind of, oh.
That doesn't surprise me because when I think of country and, you know, you think of like, I don't know if she's country or not, but Leanne Rimes from, you know, when she was in Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
They weren't country, but they... I can't think of the word. My brain's not braining today. But that's what I think of when I think of country.
Yeah, like those little Daisy Dukes and like bikini tops. And I was just like...
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. It's like, dude, it was freezing. It was raining. Like, it was so cold over there. And I never feel the cold. So seeing them running around in... Nothing was just like, what? And the amount of different fights that were started, it was insane. I've never seen so many policemen like having to break up discrepancies within a crowd before. It was nuts. Wow. But they are also one of the loudest crowds I have experienced. Really?
I might have to go to a country festival.
Yeah, so I mean, some of those men, howdy.
Thank God I'm single.
But yeah, I have to say, country festivals go pretty hard.
Okay.
Like, it's good. And it's awesome too, because like the bands that were playing, people knew the songs, and so it was just like having an entire chorus constantly, and it was so awesome. Yeah. And also the food. I love a good brisket burger.
I don't eat much meat. I eat very minimal meat.
Yeah.
Like, that wouldn't be good for me.
And I did enjoy getting rhinestones and glitter put all over my face.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Felt like a little fairy queen. I was like, yeah, I'm wearing my black and white skull shirt and my ripped jeans, and I was like, yeah, I'm all sparkly.
I'm a sparkly metalhead. Sparkly metalhead.
Yeah.
I've never been to a festival that's not metal.
Yeah.
I've only been to, I'm Not a Burden, Soundwave. Soundwave had like a mixture of genres, but it was mostly like punk, metal, rock, like hard rock. Like it was, you know. And then Froth. And Froth again has different genres of metal, like punk, rock, you know, metal, whether it's black metal. Who was the one that they had? Oh, you weren't there. They had I can't think of their name. I'm not. Oh my goodness. He was like a Muslim. No, a monk.
Okay.
He was a monk, I think. I can't. I'm not talking about it because I don't know. But he, yeah, like Japanese, Asian monk.
Okay.
Yeah, and he would like. It was death. Like, yeah, I can't remember the name of the band.
That's kind of cool. I have to look into that because that sounds mad.
Yeah, apparently they're really good. I can't remember who I was seeing at the time. I could have been going to the toilet, getting a drink, doing something. I don't know. Catching up with people, whatever. But apparently they were really, really good. Festival life. Festival life. Instead of barricade life, it's festival life. Yeah, so I can't really compare the genres. Sizes, we can compare. So I'm Not a Burden was. I don't know if they're going to do another one.
I hope they do. I mean, it's for a good cause.
It is for a brilliant
cause.
It's
a great day out. It's great exposure for the smaller bands, and as well as bringing in other bands from interstate as well, which I think is fabulous because it's just giving that exposure to everyone who's performing. And I mean, you know.
And I like the small one because, like, I'm not saying that people at big shows or big festivals aren't friendly, but the smaller festival, like I'm Not a Burden, you know, everyone talks to everyone, which they do at any kind of festival. But it's not like, hi, how you going? I'm never seeing you again. You might bump into them 20 times over the night.
Yeah.
You know, because it is so much smaller. And
then you have friends on Facebook.
Exactly.
And, you interact with them occasionally, sometimes, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
I had that happen at Riding Hearts. I had this random woman sit next to me because it was just after I'd started chemo.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on the grass during Cooper Allen while my husband's all the way down the front. And this woman just sat next to me and she's like, I'm going to be your friend now. Here's my Facebook, add me. And we've been friends ever since.
No shit.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Like, I love that kind of stuff, you know. I mean, that's how we become friends from a show. What about, you won't really know this one either. Older to newer. So, like, Big Day Out, Soundwave, compared to, like, Good Things, Froth and Fury. I never went to a Big Day Out, so I can't really compare that one. But Soundwave, it depends on what we're comparing. Are we comparing the layout? Are we comparing the kind of bands? Are we comparing merch, like the quality of merch? Are we comparing the punters, like the people that are there? Are we comparing prices of everything? Because if we're comparing prices... Yeah, it depends on what you're buying. If it was beer, then they've definitely gone up. You know, a beer back then, like we were saying before, you know, for a small one, like $8, now you're paying like $15-20.
Yeah.
You know, the price of everything's definitely gone up, but we expect that. But as for like bands, well, Froth and Fury is still technically small. Soundwave was massive. It was all around Australia. So they had big bands.
They did like multiple days too, didn't they?
Only the last one.
Oh, okay.
But all the other ones were only a single day.
Okay.
But, you know, they had big bands. They had Slipknot. They had Soundgarden. They had Marilyn Manson, Apocalyptica. Yeah. I can't think. Godsmack. Ministry. I was going to say Ministry of Sound then. That's taken me right back to like my teenage years. Ministry of Sound. Doof, doof, no. I'm not in that era of my life anymore.
Put that in the bin.
Put that in the bin. But they had like old school bands, like, you know, and it was fun. It was like the people were energetic. There was this one dude that was dressed up in the red suit that Slipknot used to wear, like the overalls, like for the whole fucking day. It was 40 degrees and he was wearing it with a freaking mask. And I'm like, dude, I don't know how you're freaking not passed out on the
You're
ground.
insane, but I love it.
Good on you. High five, buddy. So it depends on what we're comparing between the old ones to the new ones. Are we comparing the bands? Well, obviously, Froth and Fury is getting quite big.
Yeah.
They're not to the point of Big Day Out or Soundwave, but I know that they will get there.
Absolutely.
There's been a couple of sneaky drops for Froth next year. Igor have announced that they're coming to Froth and Paleface Swiss, which
can't wait.
I love those boys. Yeah, I'm not disappointed that they've told everyone, but I'm disappointed for the team at Froth.
Yeah.
Because they haven't been able to release the exciting news, you know. I know that they will be soon. Jason did say, or whoever posted it on the Froth Facebook page did say they're going to be dropping some news pretty soon.
Yeah.
Which is really exciting.
Can't wait.
Now, I want to talk about festival survival tips.
Absolutely. And I think these are a lot of things people do not seem to take into consideration on the day.
Especially if you've never really been to and this doesn't just necessarily go for metal festivals. It can be any kind of festival.
Yeah.
It can be small, like I'm Not a Burden that has maybe 2,000 people.
Yeah.
Not even, maybe 1,000 people, if that, 500 people. Definitely not 2,000.
No.
Or it could be big, like the one that you went to, or like Soundwave, or, you know, Froth and Fury, which is like the medium one. You know, it's a general whole. It could be pop. It could be bloody Coachella.
Yeah.
Like, I think survival tips, and not even just in festivals, I think at any general concert.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, sometimes I need to remember these tips because I am a stooge.
There's been a few times where I look back at shows and gone, I should have left well before then. Or not even left the venue, like left the show, but just moved away.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I've struggled for days after because I didn't feel well at that point in time, but I pushed through it.
Yeah.
I was dehydrated, whatever. Or I should have just gone home because I wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
I remember there was one show we went to, Atreyu and Memphis Mayfire last year. I ended up leaving after like 4 songs because I did not feel well.
Yeah.
My head was pounding. I had a massive migraine. My allergies are so bad today. But food and drinks, I think out of everything, survival tip-wise, I think fluids more so than anything.
Oh, definitely.
Especially on a warm day.
Stay hydrated.
Even on a cool day, you need to stay hydrated. It depends, I guess, on the size of the venue, but if you're doing a lot of walking, I think the 2024 Froth and Fury that I did at the Mill at Port Adelaide, I walked nearly 20 Ks that day, which I love walking, but it wasn't, oh, I've got hiccups now. It wasn't like hot.
Yeah.
But it was warm. And I kept up on my fluids, but I know if I didn't, I would be screwed.
Absolutely.
I think I ate a small pizza or something the whole day. So you can survive off of not eating, but as long as you upkeep your fluids.
Yeah, because you don't want to run the risk of passing out from dehydration. You want to make sure that you're keeping up your fluids because that's going to give you the energy to sort of keep moving or just keeping yourself alive.
If you have alcohol, follow it up with water.
Absolutely.
Even if you have like I know you can get electrolytes in like little tear packets.
Yeah.
Put electrolytes into it to give your body the nutrients and the energy and put the sugars back in.
Yeah.
If you're just going to stand there and drink alcohol all day, good for you. I personally don't drink alcohol, or very rarely. But like that's going to dehydrate you just as quickly, if not quicker. Keep up with your water, even if it's Coke or soft drink.
Well, it's like my go-to drink at a festival is vodka Red Bull.
Yeah.
And I'll have like 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 of them a day.
Yeah.
But every time in between, I've got a bottle of
water. Yeah. And I love it at festivals when you can take in a empty bottle with you and refill it at the water stations. Like,
that's really handy.
I think I ended up refilling mine at Froth this year like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, yeah, same.
Like, maybe even more. And that was just refilling it. That was, we were buying cold water because even though the water was cool, it wasn't cold and it was a hot day. But I think I brought like 3, 4 bottles of water. Yeah. I think I had like maybe 2 soft drinks the whole day. The rest of it was water. Yeah. And food, I think definitely food is a good idea, but I don't eat much. No. Anyway. No. I think we got chips and that was it for the whole day. Yeah. Like hot potato chips.
Yeah, basically that's all we ate that day.
Yeah. And like, and then we got back to the hotel and we picked out on pizzas and wedges. Oh, that was fun. I think when it comes to shoes and clothes, obviously you wear whatever you want to wear, you do you. But I think shoes particularly.
Absolutely. See, something I've learned after Pierce the Veil a few years back in 2023.
Don't wear
if you're wearing platforms, bring a pair of comfy shoes in your backpack. Because, man, walking around, standing around, being a tool in the pit for 6 hours, probably would have been 9 hours by the end of it. Yeah. Is just not fun. It's not great for your legs, your ankles, your back, you know. You want the comfortable shoes with the good sole, the good support. I've learnt my lesson. And it's something I can't preach harder to people is always wear comfortable shoes to a gig, to a festival, because you don't know how much you're going to be moving. No. Or how much you're just going to be standing still. Like, just wear a pair of Skechers, mate. Get a pair of Connies or Vans. But get shoes.
I've always worn Vans ever since I can remember. But they started hurting my feet after they were very worn. It was to the point where my feet were killing me. And when I was working at my last job, even though I wasn't on my feet all the time, I was getting up, getting down, whatever. And my feet would hurt so much. I would walk around the office with no shoes on because my feet were hurting.
Me and Pierce Fail.
I got to the point where I was like, I need something really supportive that's comfortable, that's cushioned, that my feet aren't going to overheat in. So then I was looking at all these different shoes. And then I can't think of what the brand is, but nurses wear them a lot. It's not Skechers, it's another brand. I can't remember. And I was like, I'll give them a go. I tried them on in the shop and I went, no, no fucking way. And then Tom from Sienna Skies, he wears Skechers during the sets. And I remember there was this post that they put up how he's always wearing Skechers and that he should get sponsored by them. And then he was like tagging Skechers in the post.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I remember that. And I was like, you know what? If he's raving on about them and he's always in Skechers at shows, I'm just going to try them. I haven't looked back. I brought another pair yesterday because I'm in love with them.
I've never worn Skechers. I'm a Converse person.
So good. They're so good.
Converse or
DC. A little bit pricey. Like I think I paid $150.
Yeah.
But I never used, because of my ankles, I never used to wear shoes unless I was going to a show. It was always my Vans, or to work when I had to, then I'd take them off.
Yeah.
I was always in thongs. I wear my Skechers now even during summer.
Oh, damn.
Like, they are so good. They're light. Like, it feels like you've got nothing on. They're cushioned. They're just, like, breathable. They're supportive. And I'm like, fucking sold.
Yeah.
I am sold.
I stepped on your foot.
Let's play footsies under the table. And what about clothes? I think clothes is important too.
Look, like we've said before, wear what you want to wear. Like, go nuts, do what you want to do, but, you know, maybe be conscious about the environment that you're in, the rest of the audience. You need to take into consideration, are there going to be children there?
If you're going to go crowd surfing, wear underwear.
Please.
And cross your legs.
Please. You know, are there going to be children there? Is the weather going to either burn your skin or freeze your skin off? Like, you need to take it into consideration.
I mean, for us, it will never freeze our skin off because
we could live in a glacier and not, you know, get hypothermia.
I'd be loving it.
So,
honestly. I agree, especially like with the kids. You know, I'm all for people wearing. I remember the first Froth and Free we went to, and there was this chick walking around. She looked incredible. Don't get me wrong. She looked fucking amazing. I think you know the one I'm going to say.
Yeah.
She was wearing like a fishnet top, and then she didn't have a bra or a top on underneath, but she had like, it looked like duct tape.
Yeah.
But it was crosses over her nipples. She looked incredible. And then
Stunning.
I think she was wearing like little shorts or a skirt. I can't remember. She looked incredible. Every time I seen her, I had a big smile on my face.
Yeah.
There were kids walking around, but at the same time, I was like,
Yeah.
You know, Daddy, Mummy, look at that lady's boobies. You know.
That would have been me. Daddy, look, titties.
I mean, it still was. Or like, you know, you get these girls wearing these really like short shorts. You do you, whatever.
Yeah.
But then they're wearing a G-string and you can literally see everything.
Oh, mate. Probably
like
this year.
Literally. Like, they look amazing, don't get me wrong. They look incredible. I wish I had that confidence.
Same.
But just be cautious.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but if I'm going to be crowd surfing over my head,
I want to be touching bits that I don't need to be touching.
Washing my hand for a fucking with bleach for the next 5 fucking days.
Yuck.
Like,
funky.
Wear shorts.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't care if it's fucking, well, what are they called? Like, I call them suckerinas.
Oh yeah, like the shapewear stuff.
Yeah, shapewear stuff with like shorts. That's fine. Whatever, but just be conservative. Yeah. And I don't want to see people walking around fucking red as a beetroot.
No.
I feel bad for them.
Yeah, which kind of leads us into this one. You know, wear sunscreen if you're going to wear something revealing.
If you don't have any, ask someone. I always take sunscreen with me when I go to festivals.
Yeah.
Like, I know that you can't use
I mean, unless you're allergic.
She can't use it.
Then, you know, don't use it.
And I know that some people are really fussy. I'm fussy when it comes to sunscreen. I use Sunbum because it doesn't leave that oily, yucky feeling. And it smells like bananas on it.
It smells really good.
I love that stuff. But I always put it on me, you know, on the arms and my face, whatever. And then I usually still get burnt on the nose and the forehead. But like, slip, slop, slap. Exactly. Wear a hat. You know, if it's going to be really hot and you can, long sleeve shirt. A rashie, I know that rashies aren't, you know, fashionable, but I'm not there for fashion.
Yeah, we're there for the music and the food.
I go wearing this, a freaking singlet and black. They're not, everyone thinks this is a skirt, but it's actually pants. They're palazzos. But, you know, like, go in comfort, go how you look. Look how you want to look, that's fine. But just be conservative with other people. Like, to a degree, you know. Take painkillers, Panadol. If you've got a headache, responsibly. Do it properly. Comfy shoes, clothes. Take a phone charger because you fucking go flat. I know that you had not an issue, but someone come up to you at Fury this year.
I had several, maybe 3. I'm exaggerating. It was like 3 people come and ask me to use my phone because theirs had gone flat, and I was like, well, lucky I was charging. So here you go, mate. Like, that's something solid that I think, even like what we do at even just at concert gigs, we have our phone chargers.
Yeah.
If we're not using our phone's on the charger. to keep the battery life, because you don't know what's going to happen.
No.
Having your phone charged and accessible is probably one of my top tips, I reckon.
Yes. 100%. And I think that also kind of goes into the next one with have a game plan with your friends. If you're going to a festival with heaps of friends, which we usually do, have a game plan. So walk around the venue, get to know where everything is, where the police are, where first aid is. Find spots where, like, there was a ride at Froth and Fury this year. You know, you could have that as a meet-up point.
Yeah.
So we separated a few times at Froth. I know Sheree and I went off to go see a few bands. You went off to go see a few bands. I went off to see a few bands. Even though we didn't necessarily have a spot that we would meet up at, I guess because with us, our phones are always charged. But I also think that you should still have a game plan of, well, we kind of did at the end of the night. You're like, I'm near the big Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
So we walked up to the Ferris wheel, but we still had our phones.
Yeah.
Have a game plan. And I think another one is safe words.
Absolutely.
You can't trust anyone.
Yeah, that's
at
it.
festivals. You could have your drink and then someone could go, "Oi, Mandy," and you go, "Yeah, what?" And the person next to you spiking your drink, and then you're fucking on the floor getting I won't say that word.
Too late. Fuck.
I'll beep that out. I will beep that out.
Oh, shit.
You know, or even worse, they could kidnap you and
shit could go down.
And then you could be a missing person. End up.
Jesus, this has got done real quick. Damn. Wow.
Maybe we should start another podcast.
True crime with Tam and Mandy.
I mean, that would be fucking cool. We both love that shit. But safe words, if you start to feel like the people around you are not safe, like some guy's touching you, or you just feel unsafe, have a safe word. Make up some random stupid name, like stupid word, sorry. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what ours would be. Flabbergasted. Nah, we'd have something.
We'd have something absolutely unhinged.
Yeah, not bananas.
Fart gas.
Fart gas. Oh, was that one? Oh, we were talking a couple of weeks ago and we said a word that was...
Oh, I can't remember. It's in my notebook that's not here.
Yeah. There was a word that we said that was hilarious. That would be fucking good for a bloody safe word. And like I said, knowing the layout. And I think another big one is look out for other people.
Absolutely.
Not just your friends, but everyone. Yeah.
Be aware of your surroundings. Help people up if they're down.
If they don't look well.
If they don't look well, be like, hey, do you need me to go get you some water? Or here, I've got some like fresh water. Do you want something to drink? Do I need to take you to the bathrooms or to the first aid? Like,
do you need police?
Yeah, just be aware of what's going on around you.
I think so. And I would just hope that if I was in that situation, that someone would be there to look after
me.
You know, I have never personally had to do that before, like help someone else. But I've seen other people do it, you know, like on TikTok and Facebook and stuff like that. I've seen people say, you know, I was at this festival and this girl was in the bathroom, passed out, and, you know, she was non-responsive. So I got the first aid responders, you know, St. John's, whatever, you know, or that person that come up to you, that guy saying, you know, my phone's flat.
Yeah.
I've got no issues with people using my phone to call
someone.
It. Like, just don't fucking run off, otherwise I'll run after you.
And don't be calling your drug dealer from my phone.
Yeah, no. I was going to say something to that, but no, I don't touch those kind of things. Now, my nose is getting worse.
No.
Our opinions. Our opinions on things like to do with festivals. So let's say lineups. Is there a good or bad way that festivals announce? Or do you like when they do little teasers? Do you like it when they, so let's say Jace with Froth and Fury, they'll do a couple of different lineup announcements. They'll do like one main one at the start.
Yeah.
And then they'll do another one however long after, and then they'll do a final one with all the little extra bands. Do you like it like that, or do you like it as in a, here it is, over and done with?
See, I like the little teasers, like the little previews. It gives me something to get excited about, and then watching it build up from that first little tease up to the final product is just like, yes, it gives me such satisfaction.
I remember when Mudvayne came here the other year, they did a teaser. Like not Mudvayne, the band, but the promoters did this teaser and they had 4 little pictures of different things. One was of a shovel, and then another one was, I think, a happy face, and there was a couple of other pictures. We had to guess the band.
I get
We
it,
knew instantly that it was Mudvayne because, yeah, happy and dig. Like, we knew instantly it was Mudvayne.
Yes.
But I love that kind of stuff because it makes you think.
Yeah, I like the puzzles, and then like, you know, sometimes I like hearing festivals, like even if I don't go to them, I like seeing that we have big news coming, drops a hint, and then watch everyone go absolutely ballistic in the comments.
All the guesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's always
this
a fun
band
way to do it.
Been to Australia for 15 years or something.
Yeah.
And you go, well, there's a fucking lot of bands. Yeah. But, you know, like, I love it. See, I think I'm the same as you. I like the little teasers. I like a main one to start with, and then another one, you know, a month or 2 or maybe 2 months before the actual event, and then the last one like a month before the event with all the little bands. I think that's great. Like, I love that. Oh, my voice is starting to hurt now. What about like entry?
I think entry needs to be organized. Sometimes it's people try to rush in, which really does my head in, especially if you have like the VIP or the amplifieds or whatever, and you know you get that prior like early entry.
We were there
for ages.
An hour before doors, hour and a half before doors for Froth, and then Michelle ended up messaging me on Facebook and she's like, where are you? And we're like, we're up at the front. And they locked those other doors. We got in before them. And there was only like, what, 4 of us? 5 of us?
Yeah, there wasn't many.
No. And they locked the doors and then they had, everyone else was waiting out front.
Yeah.
And then, like, this is nothing to do with the organisers of the festival at all. You know, you can't tell what's going to go right and wrong on the day. I personally think when it comes to things like a VIP or amplified for a festival, kind of like with a concert, we get let in, even though we get to meet the band, that's different. You obviously don't do that with festivals. But I think that for VIPs or amplified, whatever, we should get let in a little bit earlier than the rest.
Otherwise, it's a rush around and it takes too long.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we're missing, like, it's not even like missing out on that priority, but we're missing out on that, you know, express lane type idea.
Yeah. And even if we can't go into the actual venue, but we just get not stuck, but put into like another little area. And then as soon as doors open for the general public, we can then just go off and do what we need to do. You know, because I know that they're still setting everything up. That's fine. But they could have a bar there that we can start drinking. Or, you know, people might not so much want to collect their goodie bags or whatever. But, yeah, I think it would be good if we were let in a little bit earlier because we paid extra money for the extra benefits, and even though we got really good extra benefits, I think we should be let in that little bit, even if it's only 15 minutes before the public, you know, because I can't remember. I think for Froth this year they had the 2 entrances. I think GA was one side and only Amplified were meant to go where we were. Okay. But I think GA were also going
I feel
there
like that's
well.
what happened.
Yeah. And then it just got mixed up. Like, it just... I know that our other friend that come with us started getting a bit anxious and started having a bit of a panic attack because she couldn't find her Amplified ticket, and I had to help her. And you feel like you're getting pushed, like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And it's like, just fucking stop and let me do what I got to do.
Yeah, like nothing starts for like the next hour. Chill.
Yeah,
out, mate. Like,
that's right. And even though we had an express lane for merch, I didn't know where it was. I couldn't see it.
No.
And apparently it was still really slow, and you were getting through quicker with the normal public than what you were with the express. So it's nothing against the guys that run the show. Absolutely love all of them.
90% of the time, it's just the rest of the
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. And if you're having people sell merch, I think they need to know what they're doing. The lady that we had at Froth and Fury, she was lovely, don't get me wrong. She was an old lady, but she didn't know any of the bands, which you're not going to know. Even if I did it, I know a lot of bands. I'm not going to know all the bands.
Yeah, no, that's it.
But she was kind of useless, to put it nicely. You know, you go, oh, I want this shirt. And then she'd pick up like 3 and go, oh, was it one of these? No, it's this one here.
Yeah.
You know, I've been to shows where they have letters or numbers on the merch.
Which makes it easy.
I want a number 4 in a small. Yeah. I want a number 8 in a large, you know. Yeah. It makes it easier for that person that's doing the merch to know what one you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is, yeah. What about vendors? So like food, drinks.
I think a huge variety.
Yes.
Because you've got people with dietary needs, you got people with intolerances, you know, you got your vegetarians, your vegans, your carnivores, you know, love my meat. in a foodie way. I hate myself. But you know, you need a whole range of stuff to cater for everyone. Yeah. I mean, when I'm out at a festival, I kind of don't want something big and beefy.
No, like, especially when it's hot.
Yeah, I'd like, you know, maybe like a salad or just some hot chips and salsa, like, you know. So you want something that caters to everyone and all different types of like subgenres of food.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I eat meat, but not much, like very little meat.
Yeah.
And when we were at I'm Not a Burden, we got those chips. They were like loaded chips. They were really delicious. But at Froth and Fury, you got them again, but I think you could choose like you got brisket or something.
Of course I got brisket.
I don't eat beef. You know, if I'm going to eat meat, I'm going to eat either pork or a little bit of lamb. I don't eat beef. I don't eat chicken. That's it. Like a little bit of pork, a little bit of lamb. That's all I eat.
Yeah.
So, and I have to be careful, like lactose intolerant and a lot.
Same.
And because of my ARFID, I'm scared to eat out. So that's why when we got lunch, I only got plain chips because it's the only thing I could trust. Even though yours looked delicious, and I was like, damn, I'm jealous. I couldn't eat it.
Yeah.
So having a variety of foods for everyone, I think, is massive.
Yeah.
I know people that go out and they take food from home because they don't know what the food's going to be there, and they don't want to not eat because there's nothing there for them, which I completely get. And I think that's the same with drinks. I think they need to have a massive variety.
Absolutely. I mean, they usually do have a big variety of drinks.
Yeah.
They have the sodas, fizzy drinks.
Yeah.
Cool drink.
Soft drink.
Soft drink. I'd get there eventually. You'd have your soft drinks, you got your alcohols, you got your waters, you got your coffee vans, I
think they also need to have other ones because when there's kids there, parents aren't going to want their kids to have soft drink all day. And let's face it, not all kids drink water.
No.
You know? So I think they need to have other things there as well, like maybe orange juice or fruit boxes.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like maybe, and this is a really stupid idea, but have water, but then have cordial. So if they want like a bit of cordial to sweeten the water, they can just...
And only have that at like the bars.
Yeah.
Because then it's monitored.
Exactly. Like the bar people have
Yeah.
to do it, you know. I
mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah. But I think things like that would be cool. Like, I love water.
Absolutely.
I could drink 4 litres of water a day if I wanted to.
I can't drink plain water. It needs to be flavoured. It's gross.
As long as it's cold. I think this one, no, it doesn't have ice anymore. I love water. But I think that food and water, food and drinks are definitely big ones.
Absolutely.
What about accessibility? So, like, for people that are disabled, even seating for anyone, and shade, and accessibility up to the stages, you know?
Well, I think with the venues that I've been to for festivals, I think the accessibility for disabled people has been
really
incredible.
Good. Yeah.
Really well thought out, really well, you know, this is strictly for these people.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. I think even Froth, I did Amplified or VIP the first time they did it, and it was all ramped.
Yeah.
Which was really good. The first one where the main stages were, there was a step that you had to get up into, but I'm pretty sure you could go around the back that was ramped.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, I'm the same as you with this, like with the accessibility for people in wheelchairs or even walkers or crutches or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
See, my biggest accessibility thing is seating and shade.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem, I mean, it's not a fault of the organisers, again, but, you know, seating and shade is very important, especially like, I mean, speaking from my own experience, I have a shit body. Like, it doesn't work half the time, so I got to sit down a lot. And
you don't want to be sitting on the grass all the time.
Oh no, I can't get up. It's too far down.
I know.
You know, you go to find a seat and there's just nowhere to sit. Like, and same with the shade. You know, not even just a shade from the sun, but I mean like shade from the weather in general. Like
that's what I loved about Froth this year. We had the pavilion thing.
Yeah.
And it was under
cover. I love that.
So even if it was pissing down with rain, we wouldn't have got wet.
No, it was good. But like I find seating and shade is a hard thing at a lot of venues, because I know like we've sat in so much sun over the last few years. I mean, even days where it's been raining, we've been out, and because we're just idiots. But, you know, I think seating and shade needs to be a little more accessible. Like, even if you're just putting up those stupid little tables with the umbrellas.
Yeah. Just
like that's good enough.
Yeah. Or we could just not be numpties and take our own bloody umbrella.
I mean, I got a cute little parasol. It's black lace.
I agree. I think seating is a big one, and especially shade. I'm happy to get on the floor and sit on the ground as long as it's grassed.
No.
I will struggle to get up, but seating would be amazing.
Yeah.
Unless they're like these seats when we come in and sat down, we both leaned back and we're both like...
I almost fell out the chair.
Oops. So just be careful with the kind of seats that you get, because you don't want to fall out of the seat.
Yeah.
Set up of venues, I think they need to be not easy to get around, but I think that there's a good setup for festivals and then there's a shit setup.
Yeah. I feel like it just has to be cohesive. It needs to work.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't want to have everything spread out. You want to have, like, Froth this year was really good.
I loved it.
They had, like, you walk in and then they had, like, food vendors, and then you walk around and you had merch, and then you go over and they had one stage, and then you go around and they had a couple of more vendors here, which were all together.
Yeah.
Then they had the big stages at the very back.
Yeah.
That was good because it was kind of like all separated. It wasn't just vendors mixed in anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah, it was good because it was all in the same area. You knew where you were going to get something, which is fabulous. Otherwise, you're wandering around like a headless chook going, where the hell is this?
I mean, I run around like a headless chook doing that anyway, but...
I do that in my own home. But, you know, like, it's nice to know where everything is. And if it's all together, then you're not, like, lost in the sense of just not knowing where to be or what to do.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm 100% with you on that. I think, like, you're not going to please everyone, though. Like, everyone's, not everyone, but most people are going to complain about something.
Lord knows I will.
Same, to a degree. VIPs we kind of touched base on. I think the setup for VIPs is a really important one to a degree. But I also think with VIPs, it's what you get.
Yeah, absolutely.
For what you're paying for.
I mean, we've done a lot of VIPs, even just like concert gigs and stuff. And, you know, I like VIP.
I do.
I like everything you get. It's usually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind a free t-shirt and a free knapsack bag and stickers and stubbies, you know, posters, this, that, whatever. I love going VIP. It's not even about all the extra, you know, fancy toilets, fancy seating area.
No.
I just like the fun stuff that comes with it.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, sure, it's great to have that extra area where it's just for you. I mean, I'm pretty happy about that with bathrooms because I'm really iffy with bathrooms.
Same.
And like, you know, it's VIP is just, it's convenient.
It is.
But it's also fun. Like,
yeah. And I know that, like, so with Froth, the first time they did Amplified at the Mills, at Port Adelaide, oh, my head is starting to hurt. The bands were walking through where we were, which was really cool because we got to talk to them. VIP for Froth this year we didn't because it was different setup, different venue. But like, as much fun as that is, I like the extra perks. Yeah. I like your own toilets. I like the fact that we had our own lines at the bars. So instead of standing there waiting for half an hour to get a bottle of water, we just walk straight up. You might be waiting for like 2-3 minutes to get a bottle of water, show your wristband, off you go. Yeah. You know? I like the little perks of it. The T-shirt and all that is great, but it's the other things, you know. But they need to be worth it. Like, Dayseeker are doing VIP for their upcoming show in February, and it's $250 for VIP. I was hesitant. I was like, no, I'm not paying $250. And then I looked at what you get.
Yes, solidly.
It's good. Like, you get all your normal stuff, like your signed poster and your meet and greet and a photo and all that kind of stuff. Early entry, and it includes a ticket to the show. But it also includes 2 acoustic songs from Rory. That alone is worth $250.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
literally.
So I got one.
I may get one.
You will get one.
I will get one. I have no choice.
What about entertainment?
Entertainment is a big thing.
Yes, you can't just have bands.
No, like, that's it.
It's fun to listen to the bands, but what about when there's a band on that you don't really... Yeah. Not so much not want to see, but you're not really keen on.
Yeah. So, like, Rock and Fury, they had the jousting.
Yes.
That was super fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
What did I call it? The men with swords.
The men with swords. Yeah. So they had the jousting thing, the sword fight, medieval swords.
They had roller derby.
Roller derby, that was so cool.
They had wrestling.
The wrestling was fun, and then they kind of have a little after-hours show.
Yes.
That was kind of interesting, but I've already seen that where it came from. Yeah. We've got some adventures. But, you know, entertainment's a really big thing because, you know, you kind of want something on that in-between.
You do. And I remember we sat there for the jousting, like all 3 of us, and we were there for like half an hour to an hour. It was amazing. And the crowd that turned up, there was so, like, it was chockers. It was packed. I was like, people are going to sit on my feet packed. Like, but it was so worth it. It was good to have a break out of the sun. It was good to just sit down and relax. I'm getting goosebumps. It was good to just sit down and relax and have a bit of a breather.
Yeah.
But it was really entertaining.
And, like, it was also good, too, where we were sitting in the compound area for the joust, like, the sword play, whatever, because while waiting for that to come on,
we could see the stage.
you could see Mortal Sin playing, and I was like, yes, my childhood is
I had
Mortal
to,
Sin.
like, zoom right in, but I was like, I can see you.
I was like, it was great. Like, you know, it was freaking...
It was
good.
Awesome. And even at I'm Not a Bird, and they had the wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, we have some videos from the wrestling. That was fun. That was good.
I keeping my mouth shut with that.
I like watching little wrestlers.
Yeah, but it was like no, I forgot. Yep. Yeah. But it was good. Like, I'll just say Thomas the Tank.
Oh no, I needed that.
It was really good, and as much as we're there for the bands and the music, I think that the entertainment has to be on point too. And Froth this year did have a ride.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
I know, I went on a circle.
It was yeah, I would have went on it. They looked pretty fucking cool.
I probably would have thrown up.
Don't know how much it was, but I love that kind of shit. And the last one for our opinions. Now, this one's going to be hard for both of us because we've never done the other one. But there is a festival coming up very soon, 98 days, I think, 97 days. On land or on a boat?
Look, I think a festival on a boat would be hellsick.
Fuck yeah. But I don't have exciting. $7,000.
Yeah, me either. I have children and rent.
And yeah, bills.
Like, a festival on a boat. That would be like a dream come true. Like, I love the sea. I love being on boats. I love music. I love random whatever shit on the in-between. Like, that would be mad. And being on a boat, there's kind of nowhere anyone could go. So you'd be running into, or I would assume you'd be running into people from the bands and, you know, meeting them, talking to them, like, you know.
Oh my God, so sorry. I just started choking. I had to pause it.
I didn't do it, I swear.
Oh, it's not going to stop now.
No.
It's the allergies. Yeah, like the bands, like you get to, they've got no way of getting off.
No.
Are they going to swim?
They're stuck with us.
So getting to walk around with the bears would be cool.
It'd be awesome. I love the idea of a concert on a boat.
I like the idea of it. Except I'm petrified of boats.
Oh no.
I'm okay on a boat. I don't get seasick. But I am petrified of boats. They freak me out because I can't see the bottom of them. I have a fear of drowning too. Thanks, Mum and Dad. When I was younger, we used to go on the ferry at Wellington and they'd go, oh, we're going to sink. So now I have a fear of boats.
That's fair. I mean, I have a fear of planes, but that's not the kid's fault, so...
See, I'm fine on planes.
I love flying. I just won't do it at nighttime.
I don't care about nighttime. I like it when we were coming back from Perth, you would have hated it. When Tyler were coming back from Perth, it was raining and we were above the clouds. And then as we're coming into Adelaide, we went through the clouds. And then as we come down, and this is at 10 o'clock at night, as we broke through the clouds, you just see Adelaide lit up. I'm like, oh, yeah, so cool.
Not in my lifetime.
I loved it. Are there any festivals that you haven't gone to, which for both of us there's a lot, that you want to go to, but this could be past festivals that used to be on, present festivals?
Okay. I would love to have gone to a Soundwave. Like, I think that would have been cool. And I'm really sad that I missed out on that.
I wanted to go to Big Day Out. My brother went to Big Day Out a couple of times, I think. I would have loved to have gone a big day out, but back then I was a mum. Well, I still am a mum, but I mean, I was a younger single mum with a younger child. He's now 23. I couldn't.
Yeah.
You know, but I would have loved to have gone to a big day out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think Soundwave would have been mad.
It was pretty good.
But like kind of new age, I think, look, I really want to go to something like Wacken.
Wacken would be amazing.
That would be insane. Or, you know, any European metal festival, I reckon, is like my goal. Because I know a lot of the bands I would love to see live, I will not be able to see here in Australia. They will not come over to Australia. So I'd have to go to Europe.
I want to go to Wacken, but I'm kind of the same in the aspect that a lot of bands I want to see, even though they could come to America, they're smaller American bands like Varsity. You know, not saying that they'll never come to Australia, but chances are they might not.
Yeah.
So I want to go to American festivals like Louder Than Life would have been amazing. We've spoken about Sonic Temple.
Yeah.
Sick New World. I would love to have go to When We Were Young.
That would be cool.
That would be fucking sick. I would love to go to that.
Hashtag high school time.
Hashtag as well. See, back when I was in high school, the whole emo thing wasn't around.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't come out until I was out of school, but I am a lot older. Which is funny because we always get told, oh, you two are sisters. Like, and we're like, oh. Well, I mean, we could be. Like, there could be a bit of a gap between us.
Yeah.
There's like, what, 12 years, 10 years?
10 years, yeah.
There's a lot. And Incarnation.
Yeah.
That would be a really cool one to go to. I would love to go to that.
Yeah.
I think I'd love to go to America. We were talking about this. Want to go to America, both of us, and go to Sonic Temple.
Yeah, that'd be mad.
And then I think that's in Ohio, I think. And then go to the
Rock and
Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
I'd love to go there.
I would love to go. But I ain't going anywhere near America at the moment.
Yes.
I'm not talking about politics.
Yeah, don't do that, Mandy. You'll get confused and then cry because I have no idea.
Exactly.
I only just learnt that Kevin Rudd's not our Prime Minister.
Did you just say you only learnt that Kevin Rudd...
That's the last one I remember being the ruler of a country. Prime Minister, whatever. See, politics are not my thing.
Wow.
I'm not fabulous at that.
Wow. That's kind of funny, but not. So we're going to do Spin the Wheel. We're not going to do a song review today because we don't really have time, and we've decided to keep this one a little bit shorter. Being that it was about festivals, I think we knew it was going to be a longer episode.
Yeah.
We want to try and cut the episodes back to like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, but that ain't ever going to happen with us because we like to talk.
Well, yeah, we like to go on tangents, but we also have a lot of opinions. So
we do. We've got a fucking shitload of opinions. Oh my God. So we're going to do Spin the Wheel. We're actually, should we tell them what our plans are?
No, let's keep it a secret.
Keep it a secret? Okay.
Surprise,
motherfucker. I'm screen recording my phone. I've got the phone in front of us here. I'm screen recording it, so I will put that into the video so you can see what it lands on. And then what we will do is give a little spiel about the band and then our favourite song by them. I'm excited, but I'm kind of nervous. I don't know why.
I hope it doesn't land on one of mine because I got no notes.
You know what? Of Mice and Men. Yeah. We got to see these boys not long ago. They
excellent.
I've liked Of Mice and Men for quite a few years. Our boys, came over from Perth, patient 67. I think we spoke about this on one of the other episodes. Yeah. And they came over with Bless the Fall, and that's when I had the bassist dancing. Well, not dancing, but he was playing bass while leaning on me, and I just went, oh,
Hi.
hello. He's probably taking whatever. Anyway. So these guys are from my God, I can't even talk. California. They started in 2009. They are a metalcore post-hardcore-ish band.
Yeah, I'd say that.
It's really, I was thinking about this the other day with all of the bands that we've got on our Spin the Wheel. I was like trying to work out what genres they are, because there's so many different metals.
Yeah, you know? Absolutely.
And it's hard to know. Like, one of the bands that we've got on here, I'm not going to spoil it, an Australian band, I was like, what are they? I had to Google it, even though it's one of my favourite Australian bands, because I'm like, well, they're a bit of a mix of metalcore, but they're also a bit of a mix of post-hardcore, but they're also a bit of a mix of electronic core, like, yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to know what genres they are.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I guess you can't just say metalcore or deathcore anymore, because
there's so many different subgenres. Thank you. Brain meltdown.
It's like that band that we have in the spin wheel. I could not pronounce it. I'm like, Mandy, how do you say this? And like, I would say it and she'd be like, no. So this band of Mice and Men, brilliant band. We met them. They were really lovely.
So sweet.
They were so nice. We got to meet them with Crystal Lake. They did the VIP together. They've been around, like I said, since 2009, for quite a while. But obviously they're doing their own headlining shows now.
Yeah.
But they've opened for one of our favourite bands, all-time favourite bands, Metallica.
Sorry, you're gonna say now. Oh, yuck.
Metallica.
Gross. No offense, Metallica fans. You're pretty cool.
It's just, yeah.
Not our thing.
No. They opened for Metallica. They've also opened for Linkin Park, which I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I did not know that. They've also opened for Slipknot, Asking Alexandria. I can never fucking say this right.
Alexandria.
I always say, because where, like, the council I'm in is Alexandrina.
Yeah.
So I always say Alexandrina, and I'm like, no.
That's not right.
And A Day to Remember. Do you have a favourite song or two favourite songs of theirs?
I think it's called Second and Sebring. Sebring and Second. I can't remember.
Second and Sebring. That's one of my favourites. That was 2014. No, 2010.
Yeah. That's my favourite song. I mean,
it's a good song.
It's pretty solid. I heard it in high school and I was like, that's mine. Adopted.
I love that song. I think that was one of the first songs I heard of theirs, and it's one of their more popular songs too.
Absolutely.
I think they always play that at their shows.
I was pretty happy to hear them play it.
I like I actually like a fair few of theirs, but if I had to choose two, it's definitely Second to Sebring and Would You Still Be There?
Oh yeah, solid.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah. Solid.
It's very not melodic, like meaningful to me.
Yeah.
The meaning behind it for me is very deep. And they're just a fun band.
Yeah, I quite enjoy them.
Like on stage, I've never seen them before, but on stage they were
having a great time.
They were having
It was awesome.
Ball of a time. It was amazing.
Thoroughly enjoyed them. Obviously I've heard all of their studio stuff, so I was super excited to go in live and see them on the stage, but they also put together a performance I was not expecting. And even the crowd was going nuts.
Yeah, because wasn't that when you got kicked in the head by a crowd surfer?
Yeah. Yes, it was, because that's when Nigel was also at the
He
front.
lost his glasses.
My husband, he's like 6'7" or some shit, and his glasses got knocked off his head because he was standing at the front. Stupid idiot. I told him to be careful, and he lost his glasses. So,
I think it was the end of the song. They stopped, and he was like,
yeah,
"Are you right, mate?" And he's like, "Did you find your glasses?"
yeah. The singer was like, "Did you find your glasses?" And then in the next song, I got kicked right in the side of the head by a crowd surfer.
Right, yeah.
And I was like,
I'm out.
no, I'm gonna hang out at the back here. So I went out, had a smoke, had a drink, come back, and I was like filming from the like at the back side where the second door is. Yeah.
Yeah. I loved it. I was on barricade the whole night, and when Crystal Lake played, that's when the fill-in singer was leaning over me, and I had to be careful where I put my head, because otherwise I would have got a face full of certain things. And Michael's like, "You okay, sis?" I'm like, "Save me.
Help.
It was good. It was really good. Well, I think that's it for this episode for now. I think we've been blabbing on for too long.
Nothing unusual.
I know. But we do have a few things in the pipelines that we are organising, and I'm really fucking excited.
Yes.
One thing I do want to mention, though, is at the end of this episode, there will be some teasers, because...
Felt like a loser.
We are going to Disney versus Emo, or Emo versus Disney.
Something like that.
This Saturday, which today is Thursday, but you won't see this until next Monday. So at the end of this episode, there will be some teasers, not teasers, just photos of us, you know, doing a thing that we do when we go to shows. Getting ready. Not even so much getting ready, but just the before, and like traveling, and the hotel, and just
you're gonna see us in our full like gig glory.
Yeah, and because we're getting dressed up. So I'm so excited. This is the first time I've ever done this.
So excited. It's the first time I've ever done it. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And I'm also looking forward to the November one.
Yes. So we're not sure how many people are going to be there this Saturday night, but we're going to get photos as long as people are okay with us taking photos of them in their outfits. We'll be posting those as well. And then during the next episode, we will have more about the Disney versus Emo.
Yeah.
And it's going to be so much fun.
I can't wait. Really I'm so excited.
I know.
It's been a while since I've been to some sort of gig.
Although we had our exciting plans kind of demolished yesterday. Yeah. The hotel we're staying at having lift issues. And so the room, we normally get a big room that has 2 queen-size beds in it, and we stay in the same room together. And not in a bad, dirty way. But they were like, "Oh, the lift isn't working, and the room that you guys were going to stay in is on the higher level, so we can't have you in those rooms." I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "We can put you in 2 separate rooms next to each other." I'm like, "No, okay."
We'll just have to video chat each other till one of us falls asleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Or we can just sit in the fucking one room, and then when it gets to the point of sleeping, it's just like, bye.
Nighty-night.
Nighty-night. But yeah, until then, don't forget to support your local scenes. My head is hurting.
Poor thing.
I need to go home and take antihistamine.
Yeah, fair.
I'm over these allergies, so over it. But yeah, until then, like I said, support your local scenes, no matter what it is. Go to the shows, buy the merch, do all of that good stuff. Yeah. And until next time, which will be a very fun, exciting
That'll be awesome.
show. I'm very keen. Until then, until next time. See you at the next time.
See you next time.
Bye.